Invasive scheme spotted that Fox's tracker blockers. Online privacy is facing a new challenge, a first-party tracker that appears to be unblockable with standard privacy tools such as adblockers. The tracker in question was spotted being deployed by French national newspaper, Libération, which in October promised subscribers an entirely tracker-free experience. That promise garnered it a bunch of attention from privacy experts who dug around and found a first-party tracker embedded on its site which uses a subdomain, that's mostly random, in order to redirect to a third party, thereby making it difficult to block, i.e. without also blocking Liberation's own domain. To participate in this rather invasive scheme, a website operator need to make a decision to delegate the domain name alias, explains Dr. Łukasz Olenek, independent privacy researcher and advisor, and Research Associate Center for Technology and Global Affairs, Oxford University. It's a setting where the website the user visits delegates a domain name alias to a third-party script provider. So when the user visits example.com, the alias for the content might be y.example.com, which in reality points to a site thirdparty.example.org, a third-party server. This setting can effectively bypass third-party trackers and ad blockers, especially if the domain name part contains unpredictable strings. This is because the user is visiting a website where a tracker could work in context of the first party, the visited website. On Liberation's site, the tracker points to the domain of a French marketing optimization provider called Ularion, which sells data-driven analytics to websites. Though Liberation claims its subscribers aren't being tracked via this method for ad targeting purposes, but only so it can gather site analytics. Non-subscribers will be tracked for ad targeting, however. The newspaper's own fact-check team have reported at length on the controversy here, covering both privacy and security implications of its use of the first-party tracker scheme, and noting that privacy researchers are working on methods to defeat the technique. Zooming out, while the unblockable, or at least tricky to block, tracking scheme does not appear to be being used very widely as yet, there's a chance such a technique could be taken up more widely if sites look to replace third-party tracking cookies with alternatives. This is because web browsers have been taking an increasingly proactive approach to squeezing the operation range of tracking technologies. Mozilla recently switched on third-party cookie tracker blocking by default, for example. While, this summer, WebKit announced a new tracking prevention policy that put privacy on a par with security. Google has also announced changes to how its Chrome browser handles cookies. Exact prevalence is unknown, but for more on this story, visit the news article link.